Folks, our penalties need to be much stronger. I'll get into that and then the latest home prices and insights for the Peel and Durham region for week ending May the 1st, 2024. On one of our listings, the seller, our client, ended up going to the house. It's a vacant home, but he ended up going to the house to take care of something. And it just so happened at the same time there was a showing. And while he was in the house, the showing people, the people looking to see the home, the potential buyers, they showed up. And as they get to the door and they open up the lockbox to get in, my client also hears that and he's walking towards the door to let him in. And at the same time, they kind of meet in the foyer and they get to talking. And it turns out the agent wasn't there. The couple that was coming into the house, they were the actual buyers. Their realtor wasn't there. And they told the seller, my client, that the realtor couldn't make it, but we're here to have a look at the home, seeing how it's vacant, that their realtor just gave them the lockbox number. Folks, I'm not sure how to stress this to get everyone to understand that that is one of the worst rules you can break as a realtor. To give somebody else that's not a realtor, even somebody that's not necessarily supposed to be there, but to give somebody that's not a realtor the lockbox code is totally against our rules. It's a privilege, actually, to be given access to somebody else's home. And there's a whole system and process that the lockbox gets released to a brokerage that's running, and then that brokerage's responsibility transfers that lockbox to the agent who is employed by that brokerage, because there's a sense of responsibility. Now, for that realtor to just, for whatever reason, there's no good reason to give the lockbox to your client to say, let yourselves in, tell me what you think when you're done. That just goes against every rule. Why would the realtor do that? It doesn't matter. Was he stuck in traffic? Makes no difference. Did he get sick? Absolutely doesn't matter. There's no reason. If the realtor can't make it, maybe all intentions were to be there and something personal happened. Who knows? You cancel the listing and go another time where you as the realtor or another representative that's also a realtor from your team or from your brokerage can take your buyers through. But there must be a realtor from your brokerage there. I can't tell you how many times that happens, but it's too many times. And what it is a lack of respect for the opportunity to be inside or have access to someone else's house. Why would a realtor do that? Because they think it's no big deal, and even if they get caught, there's no repercussions, and I know there's fines out there for that. I know there's penalties, and I know RICO takes that serious too. But these realtors think, no big deal. The penalties need to be so severe, like losing your license, your ability to trade, if you do something like that. If you think this video can help somebody you know, pass it along. If you get value from what we're talking about, subscribe. And if you want to speak with me about your real estate situation, it's really simple. Up here, there's a link. Below this video in the description, there's a link. Click on that. Book, my calendar's there. Click on that. Book a time that's convenient for you. And we'll talk about selling, buying, whatever's on your mind. Now, let's get into the numbers. Here we go, folks. Let's get right into it. A quick summary of what we're going to be talking about today. This is for Peel and Durham region. We're going to be focused on Mississauga, Brampton, and for Durham, we're going to be looking at Ajax, Pickering, and Whitby as the Durham sample. These are average sold prices up to week ending May the 1st. let's take a look at, we're going to start off with Mississauga detached properties. For week ending May the 1st, 44 detached properties were sold. Sales for the last couple of weeks has been trending down. That's pretty much a theme across the GTA. Sales are trending down. Average sold price, big drop from the previous week to $1,450,000. Now, Mississauga has been quite strong when it comes to average prices, and overall has been trending up. I put a question mark there. Is this kind of a once-off, and next week we're back to where we were before, under 1.6, or have prices adjusted that quickly and now we're going to be kind of along this line? Well, we're going to have to wait and see. But I can tell you, overall, in most areas, sales are down, average prices are down, the amount of showings on properties is down, the amount of offers coming in is down. The market has shifted. Let's see how much over the next few weeks it's actually shifted for Mississauga. 3 of those properties that sold at $2 million or more. Again, average sold price is $1,450,000. 1,450 is 12% lower than where we were this time a year ago. Before that, we were pretty close, either 1% up or down from where we were a year ago. This week, well, 12% lower. The median price is 11% lower. The dotted line, that's a 4-week moving average. We were trending up in average price and median price. These last couple of weeks is kind of pointing the other way right now. Sales, we have fewer sales than what we had a year ago. Listings, the opposite. So we had fewer sales, but we've got more listings. So sales is down, listings is up. As a result, active listings continues to climb. Active listings are the amount of properties available for sale. And when you kind of look at that math of what we're buying, there's more available for sale. Well, months of inventory is increasing, now sitting at 2.7, just getting close to the borderline of a balanced market. But this is not an exact science, folks, and this is taking the average of all of Mississauga. I can tell you from personal experience, some pockets, it's going to feel like you're sitting at a 1.5 months of inventory, so a bit of a seller's market. And other pockets, properties are sitting there. It's going to be more of a balanced market. Not too many buyer's market situations out there in neighborhoods, but pretty much a balanced market in a lot of parts of Mississauga right now. Here's Brampton. 46 detached properties were sold, so sales are down over the previous week. One of those was at $2 million or more. Average price is $1,172,000. Overall, prices have been trending down for Brampton. This is for detached properties. Compared to last year, 1,172 is 10% lower than where we were this time a year ago. If we look back at history a year ago, this time last year, prices were trending up. This year, prices are trending down for the same time period. We went just a few weeks ago from 5% lower than last year to 8%. We're now at 10% lower year over year. The median price is 8% lower year over year. Sales, far fewer sales. And if you kind of think back to what I just said, prices were trending up last year. That's because those are sales a year ago. We were buying so much. There were so many properties being bought, leaving a shortage of supply. That forces prices up. This year it's the opposite. Sales are so low that properties are starting to build up now. And you can see by the listings. If I go back for 3 months, there's only 1 week where listings this year were fewer than last year. And I believe that's around the Easter weekend. But other than that, every single week, we are listing far more properties by a lot than what were listed last year. Active listings is so much higher than what it was a year ago. Months of inventory sitting at 3.5. As months of inventory go up, prices tend to come down. That's just how supply and demand works. Here's Durham. And for Durham, like I said earlier, Pickering, Ajax, and Whitby is my Durham sample. Sales jumped up. We went from 48 to 68 detached properties sold. 4 of those were at $2 million or more. I know it kind of seems that what's happening in Mississauga and Brampton and much of the GTA is not happening here in Durham. Well, Durham has a different situation. I'll get to the months of inventory right now. Durham is pretty active. So 68 detached properties were sold. Average price went up. It's now sitting at $1,178,000. For a while, for a good part of this year, average price was trending up. Then we had about a month and a half, close to 2 months of price trending down. This 1 week, it's bounced up. I don't know if it's going to stay there. We'll see. For sure, we're going to see, and you're going to see it here right away. I don't know if that's the new price point, but it is way up from what it was a week ago, sorry. Compared to last year, 1178 is 2% lower year over year. The median price is also 2% lower. We were trending up. It's trending down for a while. Now we really got to keep an eye as to which way things are going in Durham. Sales, pretty similar to what we sold last year. 69% of those sales sold at list price or more, so pretty competitive out there. Listings are way up from what we were listing a year ago. Active listings is trending up. Months of inventory, folks, look, it's up from what it was a week ago. It went from 1 to 1.1 months of inventory. I can assure you, you won't feel that change. So very much a seller's market. And if we go back for 3 months, 1.1 is the highest we've seen months of inventory. So the Durham region, in particular, Pickering, Ajax, and Whitby, for detached properties, extremely competitive. Here's a quick summary. In most cases, we're going to experience a balanced market, except for Ajax, Pickering, and Whitby, pretty much a seller's market out there. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.